How do the 16 personalities experience and handle regret? INFJ. In the course of their lives, people with INFJ personalities may experience a fair share of regret. It is common for them to recount their mistakes. They can mull over these regrets over and over again until they are driven to the brink of insanity by them. INFJs can be sensitive to regret, especially when their actions affect other people. Despite their deep caring and selfless nature, they place too much pressure on themselves to always make the right choice. INFJs can learn to overcome the regrets as they go through life and accept how much they have grown as a result of their mistakes and what they have actually contributed to society. ENFJ. Quite often, ENFJs can feel regret for things they haven't accomplished in life. Their workload is usually very heavy at times, and they are always working hard to reach their goals. The ENFJ is very giving and will do whatever it takes to help those around them. They usually have many different things that they are working on at the same time, and they are used to handling all of them by themselves. They can sometimes become overwhelmed at times despite their skills in managing their goals. They will feel regret and guilt if they don't live up to their full potential. INFP. It's not uncommon for INFPs to experience some regret, especially when making moral decisions. They are often too hard on themselves because of past mistakes. Until they discover what actually went wrong, they will repeatedly review their actions in their minds. Many people are not aware of how deeply INFPs analyze their thoughts and feelings. It is important to them to be able to move forward without feeling regret. Regret can cause an INFP to feel stuck, as they are unable to move on until they have dealt with their feelings. ENFP. A true ENFP always strives to move forward and hates looking back with regret. Even so, they experience these feelings and will attempt to find a way to cope with them. The ENFP personality simply wants to live in the present, explore everything around them, and feel free from any restrictions. Missing out on opportunities in life can cause ENFPs to feel regret. They want to live life to its fullest and don't want to miss anything important. They have a fear of missing out. ENFPs strive to overcome this, however, and realize that life is what you make it, and they should not dwell on these regrets for the rest of their lives. INTJ. The INTJ personality type is methodical and intelligent. They think things through thoroughly before acting. INTJs want to gather and analyze all of the information they can before making a decision. Because of this, the INTJ can have less regret in their lives because they usually believe they make the right decisions. Every experience in life provides them with a learning opportunity, even those that do not go as expected. INTJs tend not to be focused on the past, but instead are concerned with improving the future. ENTJ. They are always seeking to learn and grow. It can be difficult for them to tolerate making mistakes, and for this reason, they can be rather hard on themselves. ENTJs hate to experience failure. If they make mistakes, they tend to overanalyze the situation and try to figure out what can be improved. When ENTJs experience regret, they always try to move forward and learn from their mistakes. As a result, ENTJs are able to overcome their regrets and find a better way to move forward. INTP. It is not uncommon for INTPs to experience regret since they analyze every detail in life. They will overanalyze the scenario if they believe they could have done better until they realize exactly what went wrong. In some areas of their lives, INTPs can get stuck due to this fear of failure and regret. So much time will be spent thinking through things that they sometimes miss the chance to act. They want to be able to make the right decisions without missing out on anything. When INTPs finally get the concept that imperfect actions are opportunities for growth, they will do well in life. ENTP. They are always on the lookout for new knowledge and opportunities. ENTPs love to explore life to its fullest. This adventurous spirit can cause them regrets if they feel that they missed out on an opportunity. To them, taking advantage of their opportunities and broadening their horizons is crucially important. It's easy for ENTPs when they are experiencing this fear of missing out to lose sight of everything they have accomplished and experienced. They benefit most from accepting that they cannot experience everything, and that even mistakes have value as learning opportunities. ISTJ. They can sometimes struggle to cope with change in their lives. With relationships, they can regret holding on to a bad relationship for too long. When making decisions, the ISTJ prefers to carefully plan out and select each action they take. They won't take any decisions lightly. Despite their struggles with change, they will in the end push through challenges with a positive attitude. ESTJ. They do their best to move forward in life without dwelling on the past. A typical ESTJ is not usually overwhelmed by regret and will try to keep moving forward. However, they won't be shy to complain and vent when they make a mistake. Trusting certain individuals in their lives can often leave them feeling guilty, especially when they have been betrayed. If you betray or fool an ESTJ, be prepared for an onslaught of anger from them. ISFJ. They will always try to make the best choices for their loved ones. They most commonly feel regret when they let someone down. An ISFJ cares deeply for those around them and plans for everything to go smoothly. ISFJs dislike the feeling of failing someone they care about and will definitely feel regret if this occurs. When someone has been hurt, they will likely make amends. An ISFJ will bend over backwards to put things right as soon as possible. ESFJ. They are always willing to take on new challenges and ensure that everyone feels cared for. Although the ESFJ is focused on others' needs, sometimes regrets can set in. The ESFJ will feel regret if they feel that they have failed someone they love. In order to make up for their mistakes, they will do their best to make amends. ESFJs can be prone to burying their feelings of regret, but as they mature, they will get better at facing them. They only want to do the right thing. Their worst nightmare is to feel like they hurt someone. ISTP. In general, ISTPs don't like to think about their past mistakes, which means regret is less common for them. The ISTP wants to enjoy the present by living in the moment instead of obsessing over the past. Even though they experience regret like any normal person, they never let those feelings overwhelm them. Their focus will shift to what they can do today to make things better, rather than dwelling on their regrets. They analyze and improve instead of letting these feelings overwhelm them. ESTP. They don't dwell on the negative feelings of regret. Rather than spend more time worrying about the future, they prefer to focus on living in the present moment. Also, for this reason, the ESTP rarely dwells on the past. It's their nature to push away any negative feelings rather than let them overwhelm them. In general, ESTPs tend to be logical and rational people rather than overly emotional. ISFP. They tend to be positive and live in the present. Their moral values are the foundation of their lives, and they don't want to compromise these values for anyone else. ISFPs do experience regret, but they strive to go beyond it. They take the time to explore and process their emotions as opposed to ignoring them. ISFPs can achieve their future goals by understanding and processing their regret. ESFP. They also tend to experience regret less because they live in the moment. ESFPs would rather focus on the future than dwell on the negative emotions. They like to enjoy all the riches that life has to offer and don't want anything to get in the way. Instead of regretting their mistakes, ESFPs seek to learn from them. Positive thinking is important to them, and they always want to have fun when they can.